Hi, darling hearts. It's your GAPS coach, Emma, here on the 12th of January, 2024. I'm writing a book. I'm really excited. And I'm getting coaching from this guy, Joshua Sprague. And you pay $99 and he sends you an email every day and gets you to outline what you're going to do, what's it called, who's your ideal audience, what's your elevator pitch, you know. And just day by day, you follow it. You fill in the chapters. You do, you know, you put on the music. You get in the zone. You just start banging away on the keys, and suddenly I'm 25,000 words in, which is halfway there. So coaching really works, and I've had a fantastic testimonial from a lovely Lucy Prince Price, can't remember, today, saying she's lost 10 pounds in 10 days. She must have had quite a lot of inflammation, I imagine, and water retention, which is why such a quick weight loss has happened so quickly. But coaching works. She's been 10 days with me in Timeless Cookery Club and she's lost 10 pounds because she's taken it really seriously and gone from straight into intro, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend for everyone. But she's gone and done it, and she wasn't even that poorly. You know, a lot of people wait until they get to the point where they can't get out of bed, or they've got fibromyalgia, or they're just really not functioning. The brain fog's so bad. But she's gone in feeling a bit rubbish and going, I don't want to feel rubbish anymore. I want to feel good. So if you want to get 2024 started off on a good footing, give it a think, you know. So it's been a great year so far, as far as I'm concerned. Did you hear about Amos Miller's farm in Pennsylvania? It got raided by the armed police force because of germs and raw milk, and, you know, raw milk under attack again. But for me, it's like an amazing opportunity for someone like peacekeepers.org.uk. You know, peacekeepers are all about restoring your human rights, because without the rule of law, there can be no peace. So they're using the legal system correctly to protect people from this sort of nonsense. Now, people will be going, yeah, but raw milk has got germs in it. We don't subscribe to germ theory on this channel, so don't bother coming at me with those sorts of arguments. And peacekeepers, tell us who Amos Miller's farm, you know, Miller's Organic Farm in Pennsylvania can turn to make this into a precedent legal case that will protect private members' clubs from this sort of interference, because as public servants, the so-called government it's not their jurisdiction to mess around with private members clubs. So this is a really amazing opportunity to get some kind of precedent in law. So yeah, I need to look into that. The other news was on the 5th of January, according to the Brussels Times, the UN had to close its doors due to lack of funds. I don't quite believe it personally, but that's what the Brussels Times reported. The UN had to close its doors. Really? Really? Well, anyway, if they did, oh, you poor things. Yeah, poor UN. Apparently as well, the World Economic Forum has their meeting happening shortly. I think it starts on the 15th to 19th of this month. Did they do that thing in Davos? I can't remember, but I can't remember where it is exactly, but the World Economic Forum focus for this coming year is rebuilding trust. That kind of hints at something, doesn't it? It means that we've lost trust in them completely. Nobody believes they're working for the good of us or the people or the world in general. So, yeah, I'm strengthening the web of life in the only way I know how, which is writing down my thoughts in my book, which is going to be called Bagel Goggles. Like, you know, wearing the lenses, looking at the world through the lenses of a sort of opiate effect of the proteins in the wheat. There's casomorphines as well, glutamorphines and casomorphines. They're literally like opiates, like I've said 101 times. You know, you can get high off a cheese sandwich. So if you're fed up with being hooked on them, see me at Timeless Cookery Club and come and join the club. Rub shoulders with people like Lucy, who's lost 10 pounds in 10 days. And, you know, let's get the ball rolling. Hi, Emma. Hi, Bevs. Hi, Trixie. Trixie's Parlour. Trixie's Parlour's in the house. Lots of love to you all, and have a beautiful day, and speak soon. And keep your pecker up. Keep your chin up, keep your nose up, keep smiling, do you know what I mean? Smiling and waving is actually the greatest form of rebellion we can do in these crazy days where it seems like everything's falling apart at the seams. You know, we see the horror and the terror, but you smile and wave anyway, like a really big superhero that you are. And you just take the baby steps, step by step, to actually making yourself strong so that you can survive and thrive these troubled times, and then you be available to help everybody else, because everybody's going to need some help this year, believe you me. I'm thinking about getting some stuff in the cupboard that's going to last, and I'm going to get stuff like cassoulet, you know, like a whole duck cooked in its own juices with the fat on top in a big jar. That'll keep for bloody ages, that will. That'll feed a lot of people for a long time. So yeah, if you're thinking about prepping a little bit, it might be a good idea. Make it high fat. Make it high saturated fat. Never mind about the beans and the pulses, although red lentils are good on gaps, and we can make some nice little fritters with some eggs out of those and a few onions. And yeah, start ordering your seeds and getting your gardens sorted out, and we'll all be happy, wealthy and wise. Happy, we'll be healthy, wealthy and wise, especially if you get to bed early. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. So they say. I'm going on that little adage at the moment. Hitting the hay about, you know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, fast asleep by 10, up at 6 or 7, pounding away at the keyboards. 25,000 words in. It's very exciting. I'm going to have the whole book the draft written in about 2 weeks. Coaching really works. So if you're struggling with the sugar, get a coach. I'll be your coach. All right, darlings, lots of love. Bye.